Do you know who was the first woman to make countless Hollywood directors, actors, and even politicians admit impossible to resist? Elizabeth Taylor, the woman with legendary violet eyes and a fiery heart. Not only a great star in her iconic role as Cleopatra, she was also a symbol of rebellion in her love life. The truth behind her 8 whirlwind marriages, her wild nights, and her passionate affair with Richard Burton left behind countless unanswered questions. Stay tuned until the end to discover what truly broke her in her final days. Elizabeth Taylor often appeared on the front pages of tabloids because of her scandalous love life. But few people know that behind the spotlight, she was a woman full of compassion, intelligence, and a deep sensitivity to the suffering of others. Born in 1932 in Hampstead, England, into an American family, Elizabeth moved with her parents to California in 1939 to escape the bombings of World War II. Her mother, Sarah Southern, had once been a well-known Broadway actress. Rumors swirled that Sarah had a romantic relationship with MGM mogul Louis B. Mayer. Yet while her mother could be soft and diplomatic, Elizabeth was the complete opposite. From a young age, she revealed a bold and outspoken personality, never hiding her contempt for Mayer, whom she saw as arrogant, authoritarian, and cruel. Taylor once quipped that he looked like a clumsy penguin who did nothing but crush those beneath him.
Me again running over with wine and self-pity to conquer sea.
Elizabeth Taylor's acting career began very early. At just 12 years old, she starred in National Velvet. It was on that set that an accident left her with both physical and emotional scars for life. King Charles, the horse usually so gentle with Taylor, suddenly threw her to the ground, causing a severe back injury. Yet Elizabeth held no resentment. She even asked to keep King Charles after filming ended, showing her capacity for forgiveness even when she was the one who suffered. Still, that injury cast a long shadow, forcing her to battle chronic pain for decades. Her teenage years were anything but calm. Once, after Mayer insulted her mother, the young Elizabeth lifted her chin high and defiantly snapped that he and his entire studio could go to hell. The outburst forced her to issue an apology, but Elizabeth flatly refused. That boldness and fiery spirit made her grow up quickly, but also fueled shocking rumors. Some biographers have even claimed that Elizabeth had a brief relationship with Ronald Reagan, then a 36-year-old actor, when she was still far too young. Though the story remains unverified, it only adds another layer of drama to the already controversial life of the screen legend. In 1950, Taylor entered marriage for the first time with Conrad Hilton Jr., heir to the Hilton Hotel empire. Behind the lavish wedding that seemed like a fairy tale lay grim realities. Many historians believe MGM orchestrated the marriage to boost the young star's fame. They arranged everything: the extravagant wedding gown, the honeymoon nightgown, even a full-blown media campaign. But once the doors closed, it was a nightmare. Hilton was an alcoholic, a gambler, and even abusive toward Taylor. After just 3 short months, the marriage ended in misery, leaving her with deep emotional scars. Instead of sympathy, Elizabeth was forced by MGM 45, before his chance at a true comeback could ever arrive. The losses kept piling up, yet Elizabeth continued searching for happiness. In 1957, after divorcing Michael Wilding, she entered her third marriage with producer Mike Todd. Unlike Cliff's quiet romanticism, Todd was loud, extravagant, a true showman. He staged some of the most ostentatious events imaginable. For Elizabeth's birthday, he rented out Madison Square Garden, invited 18,000 guests, and even had it broadcast live on CBS. For Todd, love was incomplete without lavish gifts, diamonds, and golden strands of jewelry. The press was quick to brand Taylor a gold digger. But in reality, their relationship was far from easy. Once, when Taylor, Todd, and Debbie Reynolds went out together, Reynolds was stunned to witness the couple in a heated argument. Stepping in to defend her friend, Reynolds was brushed aside when Taylor coolly remarked that for her and Mike, such arguments weren't conflicts at all, but simply the prelude to passion. That same year, Taylor and Todd welcomed their daughter, Liza. Happiness seemed within reach. Elizabeth even triumphed over Marilyn Monroe to win the role of Maggie and Kat on A Hot Tin Roof. A brilliant professional victory. But just as increasingly lonely and turned to alcohol and prescription drugs to fill the emptiness. The marriage ended in 1982, leaving yet another emotional scar on her heart. Yet Taylor never gave up her yearning to love and be loved. In 1991, at nearly 60 years old, she shocked the world by marrying Larry Fortensky, a construction worker 20 years her junior. Their marriage lasted nearly 5 years and ended peacefully, without scandal or bitterness, quite unlike the stormy unions that had defined her past. Beyond her love for men, Taylor was also famous for her deep affection for animals. She in activism, earning her a new kind of public admiration and respect. In her final years, Taylor faced a reality harsher than any script she had ever performed. Her once radiant body deteriorated under the weight of numerous illnesses,